Hey Trio Tribe. Well, we're about to start our 4th season of sharing our lives and our sailing adventures with you on YouTube. But first, I wanted to share a recap of this past year. I think this is going to have to be a 2 or 3 part series though. This past year has really brought some crazy and challenging adventures to the crew of SE3. From the Virgin Islands to Mexico and everything in between, including an underwater collision off the coast of the DR and the roadside repair in Samaná, with long bus trips into Santo Domingo for parts, Cole going to school in Luperon, losing the engine a second time between Haiti and Cuba, almost 3 months exploring Cuba's south side, and arriving safely in Mexico. Wow, what a season it has been.
So Cole's up the mast. We're working on stage 2 of fixing our broken car. We're cleaning the track because it's dirty, and we're gonna pull off the cars with somebody else helping. We don't want to get the sail all dirty. Attaboy. Good job, Tiger. Well, we just left Puerto del Rey Marina. Big shout out to Tony, Monique, and TJ. Thanks for all your hospitality and your wonderful generosity. You guys are awesome. Seas are a little big. But we don't have a far distance to go today, so. But again, big shout out to Tony and Monique and TJ. Thanks, you guys. You've been great. And we're off to the Dominican Republic and then on to Cuba. Have a good time, Cole? Krista?
Yep. There's some new friends. It's so creepy. There it goes. Over the water. God, so creepy.
Well, we're on our way. We're on our way to the south coast of Puerto Rico. Cole's doing homework, math. Krista's reading a book. She just sat down a minute ago. And we got a wicked, awesome following seas. Fishing rods are out. Oh, just then I say that, saw seaweed. And we've got a nice downwind sail. And that's the south coast of Puerto Rico right there. On the start. A real start towards Cuba. And there's our friend still pending. Just come on to IIS. They're coming with us. We tend to do half our wind speed downwind anyways. Wind's about 11 knots and we're doing 6. Main's nice and full. No reef in the main today. It's full sail. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but we got a new sail bag and a new mainsail. Back in our Dominican Republic crossing from Turks and Caicos to DR, we blew out the mainsail. It was a little old, so we got a brand new one a month ago. Dolphins! All right. You can almost touch them, cool. Whoa, he's having a great time playing. So, anchor down?
341. Not bad.
Not bad. Beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Right up next to the mangroves. Lots of breeze. Only 5 feet of water here. It's great. It's beautiful. Happy to be here.
Sail Pending caught up with us in Salinas, and together we continued along the southern coast of Puerto Rico heading west. Winds were calm one day, so we took the opportunity to fly the drone and get some beautiful scenic shots of the two boats together. In 80 feet of depth, we could easily make out objects on the sea floor.
Wow, this boat just rips along.
It just flying.
Yeah.
Just loves that wind band, that 15 knots of wind. It's fantastic. Just rips along. Plus it's that new sail. Get your sailing gloves on, do ya? Right to check in.
Well, if you didn't already think it was true, I'm here to tell you that really is a tropical paradise known as Gilligan's Island. And it's a great anchorage, but it takes a little bit more than a 3-hour tour to get here. And I think Puerto Ricans call it Gouligan's Island, actually. If you're sailing the south side of Puerto Rico, it's not to be missed. Be sure and float through the mangroves. It's a bit of a challenge getting to the start because of the current, but it's a really great time floating back down. Next up, it was Mona Passage with remote and amazing Mona Island and some of the largest lobster we've ever seen. Check out our Facebook page and our website to see what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, so we're halfway across the Mona Passage and we're coming up to Mona Island. It's supposed to be the Galapagos of the Caribbean, somebody quoted, 6-foot lizards and wild boars, turtles on the beach. But we lost our wind pretty much, so we're running with one engine because we're down to 3 knots and we need to get in before dark. There's our friends on Sail Pending. Wow, the sail just really having a hard time filling. Where was I for all that noise? Mona Island. Pretty unforgiving on this side. Wow. Straight up. You can kind of see the lighthouse, or a lighthouse on that point. We're going to go around the back side and there's supposed to be an anchorage and a small beach. And then after that is the Dominican Republic. So this is not really the typical way to go to the DR, or to the Caribbean for that matter. Everybody that goes to the Caribbean starts way up north as we pass one sailboat, and then they go on an angle that's more 120 north or southeast. We're going due west, so not a lot of people get to see this island. There's not a lot known about it, so we're pretty excited to be here. And it's just in the middle of nowhere and it just goes straight up. Pretty lucky to be here. Wow.
Here we are, Mona Island! Woo! Apparently it's hunting season right now, so I don't know that we'll get... Whoa! Fish on! Whoa! Big fish on! Yee! Wow! Let it run, Dad. So we're around the north side of Mona Island, and we had our sails up, but the conditions are really confused out here. Big swells, and it looks like the tide is changing because the seas are a bit boxy right now. So the guys decided to take the main down because it was banging too much and just causing some wear. Just being hard on it. So thought we'd take it down instead. And we've got virtually not much wind anyhow. So we are cruising along the coast, trying to make our way to the point so we can turn around the corner and then hit the anchorage. Looking forward to the anchor down drink tonight.
Hey you guys, just a quick update. We're coming around the west side of Mona Island. You can see these rocks. You can tell they just fell off of, chunks of rock just fell off of the island into the ocean. And it's left caves. There's a big dark one down there and a big dark one here. More caves here. Even at the top, you can see a bunch of caves. And down there is the anchorage, and the island just comes right down to sea level. And that's where we're going. Wild.
Look at the color of this water.
I know, I just turned the GoPro on because it's like unbelievable. Electric blue, it is. What do we call it in the Bahamas? It's like the same. We called it bubblegum ice cream. Wow, is that the reef they're talking about? There's no room in there. It's only 50 feet wide.
Okay, so we're at Mona Island at the so-called anchorage, and I'm freaking out because it's just freaky. There's like nowhere to go really. This is what we're facing. There's a range marker right in there. So you can see there's like a small area where you could go between that open rock, and there's another one that washes here. There's just such a narrow space inside there, but there's no really other choice. Down there's kind of a choice, but no protection. But this is dodgy. Oh, I'm sure if it got in there, it'd be fine. But it's getting in there, and then you gotta get out. Ah! So, what do? I don't know, you can't really anchor out here because it's some sandy patches, but then you got coral bommies everywhere. So if you get caught up on that, getting your anchor unhooked would be crazy. Our friends on sail pending, let's see if they're brave enough to do it.
So we dropped anchor at beautiful Mona Island. On the southeast side, with a sandy bottom for anchoring, this side is also exposed to the prevailing southeast winds. If you plan on spending much time here, you're taking a bit of a chance. So we explored on land, kept an eye on the weather, and 2 days later, in the middle of the night, we hauled anchor and continued on for the south side of the Dominican Republic.
There isn't a good time for anything to go wrong, but we spun around on the anchor a lot, and we ended up, our chain wrapped around a big rock, so we had a real hard time getting it up. It will keep us awake all night. There's Krista. And sail pending's next to us, and they've got a batten that has come loose on their mainsail. Of course, you don't notice these things until you need it, and now it's pitch black and they're trying to fix it, but it looks like they've got it all dialed in and taken care of. So now we're going to haul up our sail that we've started.
You want to get the main up now?
Yeah, let's start up.
Get out here?
Yeah. Is Cole there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right behind me. Attaboy. Okay, let's go do it. Do you want to start hauling it?
I gotta turn 60 degrees stuff.
We can go ahead and you can go ahead and start, Tiger. Attaboy.
2 feet for me is 1 foot for the sail.
We're halfway to the Dominican Republic, and there's a water spout there at 2 o'clock. It looks like it's moving to the right. But it's close, really close. You can see it on the water, Cole. See where it's ripping up the water? That's crazy, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm glad we're over here and not over there.
This is the south side of the Dominican Republic. Caribbean side. I love it. That's so embarrassing. You keep whining it.
How you doing, Tiger? Mom and Dad are drinking beer. Cole's drinking Sprite, and we're chilling out in the Dominican Republic. Underneath a soursop tree. So awesome. So awesome. Oh, there's a gecko right there too. Hi, buddy. And there's our dinghy over there.
After a few short weeks in Bayabee on the south coast, we pulled ourselves away and set sail for Samana Bay on the DR's eastern coast. This is Samana Bay, and most of these boats are whale watching boats. Samana Bay is a place dogged by past reputation, and it seems many cruisers avoid it. It's not the most comfortable of anchorages, and with water too dirty to swim in, we understood why. But it's the people and the culture that we seek out, and so our time here was wonderful. Cole had grown so much over the past year, and consequently we had plenty of his outgrown clothes to give away. Cole even went through his toys, parting with some of his favorites so that he could gift them to a local boy and make their and his day better. We had some crazy cool adventures while we were here. We toured on motorbikes, visited the capital Santo Domingo by bus, repaired our engine on the side of the road, and so much more. But hey, that's for next time in this trio recap.
Alright, here we go. We're rocking it out. Let's do this.
Rock on, dude.
This is Stamina, Dominican Republic. Hola. ¿Qué tal?
Yes, recording. So me and Dad are attempting to be like the locals, and we're coasting down the hill.
So we're at Agua Verde, and we're stretching because it's been a long ride.
Secured parking.
Yeah.
No firearms down there.
Okay. Is that what it says? Yeah, no armas de fuego. So, what'd you think? We're gonna get any fish there tomorrow?
Yeah. Let's go see some more stuff.
Okay. Buenos dias. That's the shoe shine guy.
This is one of the sad things we see in our travels. Garbage.
You like that one, Cole?
Yeah. Look at it, it's so awesome. Crazy, man. Holy cow, it's like an overload of the senses. Smells, sounds. This place is nuts. You can buy everything from a lizard to a pair of underwear. It's crazy.
Okay, let's go have something to eat up there. See if we can find a bite to eat. ¿Qué es esto? Pollo? Oh, look at the coals that it's cooking on.
Yeah,
It's not propane, it's just wood coal. Oh, you gonna try that? Might be hot.
What is it?
That is a mystery dish.
It's like stuffing.
Really?
This is corn, maíz de...
Okay.
This is arepa, this is empanada, venezolano también. Look them. It's very good, very good.
Okay.
The taste is sweet, it's dulce, honey. It's chicken.
Oh, that looks yummy, Cole.
This is good, it's very good, very good. It's cachapa is very good.
What do you got there?
Fresh squeezed limeade. It's so good. It's so refreshing. 40 cents a glass.
It's beautiful. Hola, amigos.
Well, that's it for this recap. What more can I say except amazing year? And stay tuned, there's more to come. So till next time, on Trio. Cheers.
So we're priming the engine. Jesus says we use aceite, oil.
Con aceite.
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 Fregado con aceite.
La compresión.
Sí.
Levanta la compresión.
So we're priming the engine.
Dale. Go ahead. Yeah.
50 años de vida.
Oh.